What is going on, Garage Couple fans? On this week's episode, we're talking holiday gift guides for the Wrangler lover in your family. Now, the whole purpose of this episode is to give you a quick rundown of 5 affordable mods that make a huge difference to any Jeep TJ owner's life. Now, if you're interested in the JK video, Olin will make that one really soon and we'll post it very shortly. Now, for today's episode, we are going over 5 easy mods on the Jeep TJ that make a huge difference. Now, before we continue, if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. We make new content every single week. We've built both of these Jeeps from the ground up. In fact, we just put them both into holiday mode. Check them out, And be sure to check us out on Instagram, just so you don't miss out on any of our day-to-day content. Now, one other announcement before we continue. We are doing a Jeep toy drive on December 18th from 10 to noon. This is happening in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles. If you're local or if you're nearby and would like to give some toys to a local children's hospital, please check the link in the description below and RSVP, just so we can get a good head count, get enough food for everyone, that kind of thing. Now, what we're doing is we're actually giving away a ton of Jeep stuff. We're giving away over $2,000 in Jeep parts and mods, and the only way to enter the giveaway, which will be in person, is to bring a children's toy. Now, each children's toy gets you 5 tickets, which you're free to enter in any of the different prizes that we have to offer. Just as a bit of a heads up, one of the items in this video are these Aries tube doors that we absolutely love. They're super lightweight, super well made, very easy to go on. I'll explain them in a bit, but we are giving a set of these away for any Jeep model. So be sure to check out the link in the description below and hit that RSVP button. Why don't we get started? Now, if you don't already have upgraded LED headlights for your Jeep Wrangler, this is a wake-up call. This is the time to do it. The stock halogen lights on any of the Jeep Wranglers are awful. You could barely see in front of you at night, let alone on the trail if that's your thing. They use a lot of electricity relative to the LED ones, and their high beams are just awful. I can't believe these still come on vehicles that are produced today. They should all be LED by now. Now, one of the headlights that we have, if you know about our channel, we have gone through so many different headlights, at least 15 different headlights. We tried so many of the Amazon, the eBays, all the different brands. We've tried them all, expensive, cheap. And quite frankly, one of our very favorites are these from Super Re. Now, the reason we like these as much as we do is because we have these metal cloak fenders that don't have the blinkers in them. And so we rely a lot on the blinkers in the actual headlights themselves. Now, these ones have the sequential blinkers on both sides, which work amazingly and are extremely bright. So that's one of the reasons we like these units. Now, aside from those, it also has this white daytime running light, which gives a little bit of added visibility just in case the front 1-ton crossover steering over there doesn't do it for you. Now, one other feature is that these are fully LED, so they consume a lot less electricity, as well as light up the road nice and evenly. They have more of a luxurious feel than the stock halogen, and they're really easy to install. Just search LED headlight on Garage Couple's YouTube channel and you will see all of our different LED headlights that we've tested and all of our different install videos for all of these headlights. So if you have a Wrangler lover, feel free to get them LED headlights if they don't already have a set. And if you're looking for the ones that we've tested and we've liked, check out our Amazon shop in the description below, where you will find all of these products and then some. Now, what I forgot to mention is these LED headlights are all under $100, so really quick, easy on the wallet, that kind of thing. Now, item number 2 that I would recommend as a gift to any Wrangler owner, regardless of what they have, are these differential covers. Now, the reason why I would recommend a differential cover is twofold. First, because they're really affordable and easily customizable. As you can see, the one we got from Ballistic Fab over here is painted in red because we painted it ourselves. It came in bare steel, super easy to paint. Check out that video if you haven't done so. And the second reason is because this is the first part of the vehicle that encounters rocks and other obstacles when you're going off-roading. Now, it only makes sense to have a beefier setup in the front, just so that when you bang against rocks and other debris on the off-road trail or even freeway, your expensive gears, whether you have lockers or whatever you have underneath, are protected. Now, that is an easy one, and it's also really cheap to upgrade yourself. It takes no more than a couple of hours max, and it gives you a good opportunity to check your gears inside, make sure everything looks well. And oftentimes a lot of these come with magnetic drain bolts like ours, which will allow you to basically drain and refill the oil without having to take off the diff cover, and also has that magnet which attracts all of the metal particles, so you don't have to worry about it damaging or nuking your gears. Let's go to item number 3. Now number 3 on my list is similar to number 1 as in terms of what they are. I would 100% really highly recommend these LED tail lights that we got on Amazon. They were like $40 when we got them. They come in 2 days and they offer a host of features that the stock tail lights cannot offer. Now similarly to the headlights, they use less electricity just because they're LED and they are brighter. Now brighter LED brake lights are always welcome. We want to make it as obvious as possible that we are hitting our brakes, and we want those behind us to not hit us. So that's why we highly recommend getting these LED tail lights. Now a couple things to note. They weren't direct plug and play. You could check out the video on our channel. You just have to cut some wires and recrimp some wires, but ultimately takes 15 minutes or less. Very, very easily done. Now, other 2 features that I really like about these are the LED license plate light, which illuminates the license plate much better in the evenings, as well as the LED reverse light. Now, if you don't have a rear facing LED light bar, not to worry, because once you put this thing into reverse, you get such good light in the rear that allows you to get out of dark spaces without any issues. Now there's 2 levels of brightness. One is the running light and one is the brake light, and we would highly recommend installing these bad boys. There's 4 screws that hold it into place, the lens into place, and then there's 2 to 3 screws underneath. It can be done really quickly. Might even be a nice family activity to get done together, and again, it's under 50 bucks. Let's move on to item number 4. Now this next item is a phone holder and wireless fast charger from Pro Clips USA. It is specifically designed for the Jeep Wrangler TJ to attach right over here, as you can see, out of the way of all of the knobs and all of the other accessories and buttons that you're going to be pressing. And the nice thing about this unit is that it is compatible with a large set of phones. You don't have to take the case off, and just check it out. Automatically holds on and then starts the charging process. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the description below, but that would be item number 4. Doesn't get much cooler than that. Now the install itself is really straightforward. You don't have to remove any pieces of the console. It just pops right into place, and then you're able to attach your phone. Now one thing to note, it uses a standard 12-volt cigarette lighter, so you just have to go ahead and plug those in. Now lucky for us, we have the Rubicon, which has 2 of them, so that is not an issue for us at all. Now item number 5, and ultimately one of the easiest, fastest, most effective ways to change the drive feel of your Wrangler is with tube doors. Now the reason I saved this one for last is because this is one of my favorite upgrades I've ever done to the Jeep Wrangler. Now you could just take the door off and not have a door, but then you're gonna need to figure out a rear view mirror situation, as well as you don't have that added just feeling of security as you would with tube doors. Whether it's having something to lean your arm on or whatnot, it makes sense to get tube doors, especially given their cost. Now installing them is extremely simple, and actually for us hardtop owners is one of the coolest things in the wintertime, just because you could have your full door on in the mornings when it's cold and in the evenings when it's cold, but in that middle of the day, right when the weather kind of gets to that 65-70 degree range here in Southern California, which hopefully it'll do soon. It was 40 degrees this morning. All you literally do is grab your door. You could just lower your window just to kind of give you an extra hand. Just lift it straight out of place. And get your tube door. Has some nuts on the bottom, which are totally optional by the way. And just go ahead and drop it in. And just like that, you've got yourself a set of tube doors. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? So if you know someone that has a Wrangler and you're looking for a Christmas present, I highly recommend getting them any of these items that we've talked about in this video today. Now each of the mods we described will either change the feel, the performance, or just the way that the Jeep handles the road and off-road situations. Now if this was interesting and you're interested in the JK video, hit that subscribe button as it's coming up next. We have 5 different mods for the JK. In fact, we have a couple extra that we'd recommend on that one as well. And please make sure to like this video and drop a line below if you have any questions or if you'd like any content to be made. We're always very responsive with our viewers and we genuinely enjoy making these videos. Now again, please RSVP to our Jeep Toy Drive meetup in Southern California, December 18th. We're now just 1 week away. Please bring some toys for the local children that are in the hospital and let's just have a good time. Let's give away some Jeep parts, let's get to know each other. So please RSVP to that event. Link is in the description. Share it with all your friends and Jeep groups. See you guys there. Thank you for watching.